Hello, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, we're a bit far away from home, so this is just going to be a little... well... it's going to be a quick little intro to the stream, an hour-long intro here, where we're going to be working on specifically getting... there we are. Back home. And that means... well, as you can see, I have no real clue where I am. Actually, I know exactly where I am. I'm running back from a bad place that nearly killed me. And that's a fact. It was deadly out there. I nearly died. I don't need this. What I do need is always more flint. More and more and more flint. We must never stop collecting it. Because the moment we do, I'll do a backflip into another reality that it's really not great there. Which is probably what happened to get me into this timeline in the first place. Because it's really not great. That said, the adventure out this way was a very fruitful adventure. Some of the things that we found included, and are not limited to, the fact that the music is just so loud. I mean, that too, you barely hear myself think. And the worst part is that at this volume, there's some songs that are too quiet. And I've noticed this frequently in many different games. And not just games, this is in videos, like movies too. Doesn't matter what's going on. There's just, like, you know, an Amazon original or a Netflix Hulu collaboration. It doesn't matter. They all just have bad volume mixing now these days, because, like, you can barely hear the people talking, and then you can turn it up and, like, the sound and action and everything is blasting your eardrums out and breaking your speakers. And it's all over the place. I don't like it. We just need to come up with a unified sound codec that is essentially, this is what you make movies at. And, you know, it's like, it's unified so that nobody's too quiet and the action sounds aren't too loud. And then you have, like, the movie theater codec, right? You know, and, like, that one's where, like, oh, you up the action sounds because the volume's going to be really loud anyways. So it doesn't matter, and I hear an animal. I need animals. There's the animal. I hear it. Is it down there? Is it up here? I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it was up here and now it's down there. And not very alive anymore. Well, wherever it was, it's gone now. Or that little huff of some sort of creature or another, probably a deer. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Now, going back home only works if you're actually going in the direction that is home. Yeah, that's deadly. Oh, but boy, there's coal. You know, and I need coal too. It's the worst part, and I just don't have any inventory space. So, you know, coming out here back to this chirp biome is actually going to be really good because of the fact that there's so much coal in it. And it'll be worthwhile looking through. You know, I'm going to explore the other biomes around a bit more. Because I haven't really been doing a very good job of exploring the native biomes that I'm around. But it definitely seems like this chirp biome has a lot of resources, and it's going to be worthwhile maybe setting up a little mining outpost out here. Because, you know, it's not necessarily lacking in forageable supplies around here. This has got a lot of good forests, a lot of good mountains. You know, you can hear the chickens. They've got little chickadees. And there's some raccoons out here, and they're raccooning along. I imagine they're stealing berries off of berry bushes. Imagine that's what they're doing. What is this? Let me mark. Let me mark. Ah, boy. See, the normal thing is there should be... no, that just turns them on and off. Mod settings? Oh, I don't think it's in here. And I've forgotten how to open up the minimap settings. I'm sure someone will come along eventually at some point when I'm not dumb and remind me of how to not be even dumber. But that's just how it is now. Because I'm dumb. What was that? No, it was just... See, I told you, I'm dumb. Thought that was a rock. It's not a rock. Or, well, it is a rock. See, look, that's how dumb I am. I thought it was an ore when it was, in fact, a rock. I got copper. I got iron. I got a rock. Some rabbits, some shrimp mushroom. Does it take like shrimp? Boy, I sure hope so. But it won't matter because my inventory is full of Reno. And I don't auto-mark mushrooms. But. Oh. That's a deep, dark hole. I don't know about you, but deep, dark holes are just not something I want to explore. Right now. Because my inventory's full. Otherwise, I'd have no qualms whatsoever. And, I'm not gonna... Ah! I'm dumb. And now my ankles are candy canes. Woe is me. Ugh. I hate exploring because I don't want to use up all my ladders yet. Oh look, more brown coal. This would be worth marking down. So just go ahead and click on it and then run along. Oh, those are nice little mushrooms. Some mushrooms. Everybody likes mushrooms. You have to like mushrooms. It's mandatory. If you don't like mushrooms, the mushroom police picks you up and force feeds you mushrooms until you like mushrooms. No, it's not brainwashing. It's just you're supposed to like the mushrooms. You must like the mushrooms. All hail our fungal overlords who give us nutrients and supply us with all the things we need to survive. That's a bear. I am not opposed to doing a fight with a bear. Even with my candy caned ankles, I'ma still do it. Oh boy. Oh boy, it ain't good. I ain't good at this. I need to run. Hello, chicken. Oh, you're not even chickens. You're little chicks. Go away. I wish I had a bow. Leave me alone. It's not leaving me alone. Ooh. Whoop. It's not leaving me alone. I can't stop. I just can't stop. There's so many deer. Look at that, like little baby fallow deers. Leave me alone. Yes, it is. Alright. I can take a quick moment and maybe I can go ahead and save myself by gathering some horsetails and some stuff. But in order to do that, I need to put some things on the ground and then mark it. My stuff. Pin that. One, two, 3, 4, Now I need to go ahead and put more of my stuff on the ground. So I'll go ahead and put this bowl on the ground as well. It's alright. I'll go ahead and harvest some reeds real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll quickly get me some healing item. I can go ahead and I hear something bad and evil. Okay, that was just me applying the bandages. Didn't realize those had noise. Oh, it only takes 2. Hold on. I can go gather 4 more. Okay, hang on. Where are 4 more? Where are 4 more? Where are 4 more? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll take that loose flint too. Then I put these in here. And I get 4 more. Now my stuff. And just like that, I'm back up to full health. Yay! I'll eat these little mushrooms that I picked up. And then I'm going to go back and I'm going to get that bear. So I've got full health now. Little babby deers. Now that I've got full health and I don't have to, I'm not going to be carrying, because I've made a little space in my inventory, because I'm not going to be carrying it. I can kill that bear much more bettery. Won't take as long. It was around here. I know it's here. That I lost sight of the bear. That I got away, as one might say. I swear it was just back there. So it shouldn't be out that way. It should be like around here. Maybe in this way a bit. It should be right around there, but I don't see it. Oh well. There's some high fertility soil here, and I'm gonna get it. Guess I shouldn't tempt fate. Instead, I should just grab some soil. Carry on. That's high fertility soil. That's high fertility soil. Is that high fertility soil? That's high fertility soil. And that's that little deposit of high fertility soil. What's that? Loose flint? I'll take that. You can barely tell the difference between these granite stones and loose flint. That's what's frustrating about them. These little itty bitty water deer that are around here. And some sticks, lots of sticks. Some chanterelles. Yeah, and this is considered a bit of a, like, just a stone's throw away, really, from the point of interest back there. And since it's only a stone's throw away, you know, that's even more forageable area. That was a minor little fall. Seriously? I think that's, what is that, a wolf? That's a wolf. I'm not opposed, but if I don't have to fight something right now, I guess I'll just go ahead and avoid it. I mean, I need that fat, which is what that bear would have been. It would have turned into fat. I would have turned it into fat. Would have turned it into fat is what I would have done. Because bears are fat. Oh, really, you know, what a bear should give, because it's a very fatty meat by, like, the logic of this game is, well, not this game, but the mods that I have installed is, it should give prime meat, and, I really don't have a lot of room. I can hold 2 more things if I do this. Hi. Owie. Unfortunately, you're not the strongest. You see? I am a strongerer. You can try to run from me, but you won't get away. It's a shame because you had a piglet, but I need your fat. If only you hadn't been so fatty and succulent. Boy, yeah, more mountains. Some mountainous area. Oh, boy. See, this is why we need to go ahead and be able to make flying things like an airship in this game. Not that there isn't a mod for it. There absolutely is. And there's, like, there are gliders, so, like... I mean, but that's just a response. Let's be honest. That's just this game's elytra. But this is freaking vintage story, and we're going up to steam power. Let's get a steampunk airship, or at least like a hot air balloon with a propeller on it that you can just slap on there. A little kind of propeller, you know, and well, just run around. Won't be the fastest airship, but you don't need it to be the fastest. You just need it to go from point A to point B. And not get bogged down by the, just quite frankly, just the disgusting amount of mountains that are around here. All right, you know what? Ladders. This is why I brought them. I'm using them. And what's more is if I'm ever back here, I won't be stymied by a lack of paths. Of course, I will forget where I've put these ladders, but you know, that doesn't matter. Now I should just be able to keep climbing on up. And it'll get really cold because this is the top of a mountain or something. Let me up. Let me up. And then I can find the area that takes me down the least. And take advantage of that. And by taking advantage of that, I won't have to climb up the mountain so much. So, like, you know, just avoiding that pit there is going to be important. Don't want to get into that pit. It'd be the pits. Pun intended. So far away from home. But at least I'm coming home with a full inventory of stuff. No, we ain't going down that way. Hang on. Let's see here. So as I recall... it's one of those glitches. I think this is what I call the Grand Canyon. It's like the Grand Canyon. And here's a lake. I call this Lake Annoyance because it's quite large and it's right in the middle of the path that I want to be on. I mean, let's be honest. If real world explorers didn't have to go ahead and sound all grandiose to go ahead and keep the funding to their explorations coming, let's be honest, there'd be a lot more lake annoyances and annoying rivers and whatnot listed on the maps. It'd be like Dumb River, Stupid Lake for Stupid People, or something like that. Because like there'll just be things in the people in just the middle of people, and like they won't have a boat. Like, I came equipped for going over land, not on boat. I don't have a boat. Well, time for me to grab a quick meal. Yum, yum. Nice and nummy. However, that is my last bowl of food right there, so I hope I get back, or else I'm going to be foraging. Foraging along the way. That's great. Shale, 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 shale. No flint. And I'm back in the shale again. Ain't that just grand to see? Oh, some flint. There's a... It's either the wind? No. Could have been a waterfall under now, like right around here. Yeah, somewhere under here, there is a waterfall. I can hear it. Right about here-ish. If I dig straight down, we'll probably find a waterfall. But why go caving when I could just go home and empty out my egregiously full inventory? There's a bowthorn. It's gonna shoot at me. Nah, it's just some shell. I need flint. I always need flint. And of course I'm moving a little slower because I am carrying 5 corpses, one of which is a rhinoceros on my back in a bag. So, that's always fun. Excuse me a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. Well, this is going to be a long journey, so I'm going to go ahead and quiet down and give my voice a rest. Some mushrooms on the ground. I think I heard another bowthorn. I don't like bowthorn. I don't like it one bit. The wheezing sound of gears and strings being pulled back, played like some sort of violent abomination of a violin. They're gross. That's what I'm saying. Hang on a second. No, I don't think that's quite right. I mean, limonite under here. Let me just clear out this bush further. It's kind of circly. Let's do a quick little look-see. Little look-see poo down here. No, I don't think that's it. I don't think there's anything there. People talking about, oh, it's really easy to find meteors. Oh, once you know what to look for, you'll find them all the time. I know what to look for. I never find them. Except for like the 2 other times that I found them. Everybody going, oh, super easy to find. What? Do you have the ore spawn chance turned up to max? I don't find nothing. I'll tell you what I found. Diddly squat. A whole bunch of diddly squat. All the time. Reality is, it's just really all I'm worth. That's the story of who I am. Ain't worth nothing. Can't do nothing. I just keep running back home because I'm so weak and not prepared. Give me that. Yeah. A lot of flint in the sandstone biome here. I mean, I'll take it, but still. There's just a lot of it. There's so much of it that, look at that. Got over a stack of flint. Ain't that just swell? I have a feeling like I'm nowhere near home. Indeed. There's still a ways to go. Now, there's a light drizzle out. Interspersed from time to time between the leaves of this grand forest, full of life. Oh, such beauty, such wondrous sounds. Wonderful little bit of music to listen to. Everybody likes the bit of music, even though they hate the branchy leaves. Look at that. I don't even know where the heck I am. That could have been a great fall and I wouldn't have known. Oh, boy. Okay. I reckon I'm going to go this way because I am a bit higher up. I'll go this way first, and then I will go ahead and do the best that I can to get up. Oh, there that goes. That's okay. I don't think I brought another one. Nope. And I am not willing to make one out of flint. Oops. There we go. Time to go ahead and keep heading home. Hoo hoo hey ho ho. Make sure I don't candy cane my ankles here. Whoa. No, Hekaruski. Oh boy. I despise going through mountainous areas. I really do. I don't think I'm the only human being that feels that way. So many people died because of mountains. Don't get me wrong, they're beautiful. They look nice. But much like a supernova, I don't want to be living amongst it. I want to be living on the foothills, where all the rain is. And then I can go up into the mountains whenever I wanted to go for a walk. That way I'd be, you know, like, oh, best of both worlds. I got lots of fertile soil. And then I got the bunches of nice mountain paths to hike around every day. In the summer and not the winter. Because going up in the mountains during the winter is like, it's not a good idea. It's just not a good idea. Back into an area with high volcanic activity, what with all this obsidian. You'll love to see it. Oh, and of course, a lot of leaking pine log. Oh, you'll love to see it. I'm going to collect obsidian while I'm here because I was running a bit low, and I am going to keep using that for knives. Ooh, copper. And I'd much like to go ahead and... Basically, I don't want to use ore or metals for things if I don't have to. Because I'm going to make a tin bronze set of armor. Fully tin bronze. Tin bronze plate, tin bronze chain, tin bronze under armor, even though that doesn't exist. But no, it'll be leather under armor. Might be, you know, it depends on when the flax harvest comes in. Could do with flax harvest. And if the flax harvest comes in, I'll go ahead and make it out of, make a gambeosin instead of jerkin. And that will be very nice. And having that tin bronze plate, tin bronze chain, and then leather jerkin, or even just, you know, run away, shoot, go. Even just, you know, the plate and the chain would be pretty good. I mean, hopefully I can get gambeosin because it does protect better than the leather option. But, you know, and when you're in a time of just not having something, you know, it is what it is. You got to do what you got to do. More flint. What do these ruins cover? Some farming. Cracked farming vessel. Unfortunately, I'm miles away, and there's no heck of a way I'm carrying that back on my back right now. No, sirree. I'm not doing that. I've already got multiple animals on my back. I got a full inventory. Don't expect me to do with that farming stuff. I'm burdened down as it is. What is that over there? That's a log. So that might be a little itty bitty bit of hot springs mold. No, it's gonna be hot springs mold. I can't collect it, but I like looking at it. Sometimes I sniff it a little bit. I wonder if you can use this for anything. Like, can you use it for all you can? That obsidian rock you can use it for. Cracked obsidian. Obsidian column, I imagine. I imagine it's just a column. You know. And this obsidian, it can be used. be useful. Turn it into beautiful things that will be very sharp and always cut the person that is interacting with it. And everyone will like put their finger in the mouth and be like, ah, oh, why'd you make it out of obsidian? And I'll be like, hey, that's why. I do believe that I am getting close, because I do see the chalk deserts. Nope, no stream bot advertising. That's against the rules. That's breaking Twitch TOS. See, a lot of people see that I, they think, oh, this guy is this is a single screen streamer. Oh, he'll be an easy mark to go ahead and advertise our services on. People will see his channel and be like, hey, we can go ahead and advertise our little services, and he won't take it down very quickly. Nah, my boy. I can be in the middle of a comp ranked match and I'll take it down. You kidding me? It breaks Twitch TOS. It's not allowed. Don't care. I don't care. You could be the largest bot stream seller thing, whatever the heck they do. And you know what's going to happen? You know what's going to happen? You show up here, you can get banned. You know, AI has its use. Be a great assistant. You know, I'd love it if I had an AI managing the channel and basically, you know, checking whether or not, you know, people were advertising there. But the best we have is little bots of our own. And, well, they're not an AI. No, are they? They're just bots. Pre-programmed little programs that control your chats and stuff and make sure that people are following the rules. And you got to really set them up manually and stuff. Finally making it back home. And look at that. It's a good thing that I started an hour early today, because finally, at long last, we're here. And it took about an extra hour of time to get here. 40 extra minutes. Splish splash, going through the waters. Alright, time to clean out this inventory of mine, which I'm carrying around a bunch of useless stuff. And it's a pelt now. So that means that I can turn that into a longbow. Oh, it would be like this. 2 of these. 3 of these. Longbow. I have a longbow. And if I get some chickens popping out of those other chickens that are there. Hello? Why can't I just interact with this without having to have an open hand? What's the matter with that? Oh, yeah, let's go ahead and get this stuff going. Get it draining. I will need to be quick about this. They have been in my inventory for a while. That's going to be a big one, this rhinoceros. Give me lots of meat. I will need to skin or smoke all of it, so it's a good thing I've got plenty of vines to make into other things. That was all that I had. Okie dokie. Yeah, I'll put the meat in there. There's some offal. And some sinew. That all pretty much needs to come with me. Yeah. Oh boy. Alright, I'll just have to use the old trick. The old go ahead and hold down the Alt key, or, you know, if you have it set up, just automatically be like that. You know, whatever you're doing. And put that in there. There's the bones. And that. Very nice. Some low fertility soil. That stack is full. Put it in there, put that in there, put that in there. And now I'm pretty much just waiting on... I got a feather. I think that was all that I have. So I'll have to focus on chicken hunting more than anything else. It's unfortunate, but I need those feathers. How are my chickens doing? Chickens, how are you doing? Have you created... Why aren't you making... Make babies, brood. Maybe I need to go ahead and put seeds in the thing to make it broody. I don't know. I don't know, but I want more chickens. Oh, there's some more feathers. Where? Oh, where did... It's gonna be in the... It's gonna be in the place where I keep all my food now, isn't it? There's some prime meat I didn't... Guess I forgot to pick up there. It's okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and use this flax grain. That's what I'll use. Give the chickens the flax grain. I'm sure they'll like that. I jumped right on in here to make sure you had food. Eat the food. Eat the food, Tina. These guys eat grain. If they'll eat grain, that's a good thing to use, because I'm going to have a lot of flaxseed coming in pretty soon. And I'm going to need to focus pretty much exclusively on spelt. And while I'm out looking for chickens, I might as well go ahead. I mean, I ain't chicken, but I'll take it. Collect, you know, various other things like mushrooms, stuff like that. So I got basically 4 spots for chickens I can put down without having to take up any of the extra inventory slots. Nope, there's nothing down here. And it was kind of circular-ish, and I was like, maybe, but no. That's a chicken. Come here. I just want to poke you. That's all I want to do. Oy. I don't see any more around here. No, those are poisonous. Don't ask me how I know that. Oh, we're into a granite biome already. But I want some brown coal to be nearby my place. There never is. I could just quick explore one of those big caves that are around here. I'm sure I'll be fine. But in addition to, you know, the whole I want brown coal, the one thing that I want more than that is feathers. So I need more chickens. Need to find them. I need to harvest them. I need to turn them into feathers and meat. I won't do much with the meat, but maybe I'll make some chicken soup. I see. I wonder if I can make some noodles. So I can make some noodles. That means I can make chicken noodle soup, and I do quite like that kind of chicken. I like chicken noodle soup. It's good. Oh, I will admit, I had a mean vegetarian soup at one point. I would say, would even be better than chicken noodle, but I've never been able to find the recipe for anything near it. It's just... every now and again you find a beautiful thing in the world, and then you never see it again. It's just the way it is. There's no chickens. Shame I can't make my own little incubation box. You know? Put a little itty bitty fire underneath it. You know, put some coals underneath it maybe. Or put like a egg box above a pan of water. And then you go ahead and put fire underneath it. Where's the chicken? Where's the chicken? Where's the chicken? I heard it. I see it. Run all you want. Eventually I'll catch up. And you'll turn into feathers. There's another chicken over there. Come, chicken. Wait, stop. Hold on. Just a moment, please. Please? I just want to turn... I just need your feathers. Thank you. Need your feathers so that I can have a long bow. Well, I need a bow that's twice the height of my character. Just to go ahead and really emphasize the long part of the bow. Yeah, that's right. I did find more like that. Yeah, I might make myself, and I'm just putting this out here. Yeah, what about it? I don't, what? What do you want? Oh, you're a moose calf. Oh. Yeah. I mean, there was a moose around here. Yeah, buddy, you can't do anything to me yet. And I just want to let you know you shouldn't keep that attitude with, other animals because, well, let's just say there are many things that moose can beat, but not many things that moose babies can beat. Just gonna be entirely honest with you. Wait. Up we go. Any more chickens around here? I'll take ducks too. Ducks are an option. They've got feathers and therefore must also be a chicken. Well, it would be in my book anyways. There's one. I saws it. I sees it. I'm gonna poke it. I'm gonna poke it. Where'd it go? 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 Fuck, where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. Go here! We're chicken. Yeah. Another chicken. And I think I heard another one. I think it went off this way. Did I go off this way? No, it didn't. Maybe I was hallucinating the chicken. The extra chicken, that is. Maybe there was never any chicken to begin with, and all of this has been one grand hallucination while I lay in a coma in the bed. Slowly wasting away into nothing. I don't know. Could be. I mean, let me just take that. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. And let me guess, this was at one point, you know, I was digging around here because it is an impact site, but there's no meteoric iron in there. There's limonite in there though, and I am gonna keep that in my head because that there limonite, well, that looks pretty fancy. And I do like me some fancy looking rocks. That way when I throw them at people, I feel all fancy. Yeah, I'll harvest it. Poisonous though it may be, I'll let it rot away. And when it is done turning into rot, I'll put it on my crops. Who doesn't love some rot going on their crops, right? Just smear some rot in your crops. That's great. I stab at thee. I don't really think there's much else for me to get. Alas, I just don't think there's very many chickens around here. I think what we really need in game, though, let's be honest. In a game as brutal as this, the thing that we need the most are geese. Because they do not care. They will kill you. I want flocks of geese. And they just mug you and bite you and stuff and be like, rah, I'm geese. Oh. Whoa. Alright. Now that I've got a whole bunch of chickens. Put that in there, because that's edible. I'll take that chicken off. Put that over there. Put that chicken on. Off on, off on, off on. All of this should be ready to turn into deliciousness. That didn't turn into deliciousness. Where was the delicious? It was just nothing. I mean, that turns into a lot of stuff, I'll tell you that much. I mean, it's a rhinoceros, though. It's going to. There's some chicken booby on there. Yes, sir. I'll skin all these, get all the feathers. I don't know, once I get that done, it'll be time to turn things into trussed meats and then get them ready to go ahead and be smoked. Smoked meats every day. That's all that. I've got 37 feathers. That's nice. Because as you can see, I've got 33 iron arrowheads in here. And because the simplistic fact is I'm not going to be getting a crossbow anytime soon, I'm willing to turn them all of them into actual arrows instead of crossbow bolts. Yeah. It's nice, hard arrows. Everybody loves their arrows when they're hard. Wait a minute. That didn't come out right. Oakley dokley. Yep. Put that in there. I will need to go ahead and actually make some food, though. So I'll likely go ahead and take prime meats and whatnot that I'm going to get from everything, as well as the poultry and anything else, and turn it into, you know, just a smorgasbord of food items, because I want to get rid of those. And I should probably deal with these rawhides as soon as I can. And that's not going to be very soon, to tell you the truth. Because, quite frankly, yeah, I mean, I gotta fill these buckets up. And there's 50 liters of water. So let me go ahead and grab... That's right, I turned my oak logs into oak planks. Oopsie. I don't have very much firewood either. Oopsie. I've got some in here, just don't have very much. Which is mildly problematic, given that I'm going to be doing a lot of smoking. It shouldn't be too bad, though. Let me see here. Let me see. I have some vines around here, as well as these ropes, and I want to turn all these vines into ropes, and that way I have a bunch of ropes, which I can then take a knife to and turn into cordage. And cordage is much, much more valuable to me because I can use it to truss up meats. By trussing up the meats, they can be smoked. And by smoking the meats, they last a long time. Looks like these are ready to come off now. There we go. So I'll get the skin off of these guys. There we go. Then we'll get the flesh off of these guys and then break down the bones. Unfortunately, they don't yield much meat, and honestly, if I could have just, you know, not done this via the chicken route, probably would have done that. But, it is what it is. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be 5 red prime meat, raw prime meat here, 5 chicken, I think 5 of this. Yep. And then I will go ahead and truss up the rest of this. Yep, and that's one straight up smoking craft in the smoker right now. So I'll go load that up and get it going. Wait a minute. Grab the old torch. And there it goes. Now, probably going to want to truss up the rest of the stuff here, and that's just going to spoil away. There's really nothing I can do about that. I mean, it's just going to spoil. And those will go. And, I mean, I can do this. Where are they? There they are. Ta-da! Suddenly they're all fresh for 3 days. That makes sense. Just waiting for that to go. Okay. Waiting. Bane of my existence. What's... Oh! Wait no more! Get inside! Go! Now I sleep. It's midsummer now. It's just going to keep getting hotter. My turnips are going to keep getting unhappier and unhappier. Spelt's fine, though. Spelt loves it. Spelt's going, oh, yeah, that's great. That's Mister. Hey, where are you going? The audacity of this gentleman. Can't believe the audacity. Ooh. My strong leather is complete. 5 of that, 5 of that, 5 of that. And is this done? Oh, it's done. Some smoked schmeat. Yes. Now, yes on this? Yeah, sure, some onion would go great in a primarily meat soup. Well, stew, but, you know. Oh, there's no firewood in there. And I hope that's enough firewood in there. Probably isn't. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take down that tree and turn it into firewood. That's a shame. Rather like this tree. I was gonna turn it into a landmark sort of thing. Oh well. I think that was all it dropped. Yes, 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 yes. So, get these 7 logs chopped up into firewood. It's not much, but it'll do. I'm gonna put a couple more into this old fire pit here. Now I want to go ahead and... Boop, boop. Oh, put that on there, and then I can just do that. And, yeah, there we go. So I'll also turn into prime meat, I think. I'll have a little bit of extra prime meat on there. I can use that with the rest of the poultry. Turn it into a more kind of a soup. So it'll be prime meat, poultry, and then crab meat, which will be good. That's a good thing. And that goes with that. Actually, oh, whatever. There is 15 of that. And crab meat. And then I can go there for now. I'll turn that into jerky is what I'll do. I'll turn into just some jerky that I can go ahead and eat at any time, which is a good thing. I'll go ahead and want to take some of this, trussed up meats here, put it in the old smoker, the trussed meats in there, and then 4 pieces of wood. Grab the torch. Get it going. Going good. And I think I need to go ahead and run in here and see how the food's done. You done cooking yet? Nope. That was the danger. Actually, come to think of it, since this is a fully enclosed room now, I can go ahead and keep these extra crocks of food in here and just use that for the storage bins, the jars and whatnot. Any minute. Any minute now. Any minute now. Any minute now. Yay! I leveled up! So there is... Whoop. And that, bit of that. And then I'm actually going to go ahead and go into the processing, cooking. Yes, the canteen cook. Metal recovery. That would be a good one. Push that over, and then prime meat, poultry, crab. That'll kind of be the whole thing there. And I got some leather here, and I need to create, and some leather backpacks would be insanely nice. Yep. I think that's right. Yes. I could avoid making that and just focus on saving the rest for no, yeah, because like I'll need it for plate. Yeah, I'm gonna need some couple of things of leather here and there for plate, so I'll go ahead and leave that behind and keep the rest of that for plate. And of course I do have other pelts, and I have every intent to use them. So for example, I'm going to get that wherever it is, large pelt. There we go. I should probably go ahead and process these actually, and then I'll go ahead and process those. And those ones I might turn into parchment, I don't know. And take too long to process those after all. But unfortunately, I'm going to need to get more oak before I do anything like that. Because, quite frankly, I don't have any. I don't have any oak. What do you want me to say? I'm oak poor. I'm not oaky. Yeah, chatty cows. They haven't given the birth yet. I don't know how long that goes on for the cows in this mod. How long it takes for them, but I guess we'll find out. I will actually take this down. May as well. Wait a minute, I think I hear a calf. Oh, never mind. It's just a female cow being chatty. Yeah, they're all pregante, as they say. Pregnant. Whatever you want to say about it. You know, I got this extra maple seed here. I can go ahead and slap this maple seed on down there, and it'll turn into a maple tree, and I'll have a maple tree again. And this is ready for harvest. I need to control on that. Oh, yeah. I am on my way to having candles. Candles that I made with my own 2 fingers. Because that's what I assume that the hands in this game end in. They're not actually hands, your arm just ends in fingers. It's all weird and gross and finger-like. Just a giant thumb. Oh, that's silly. I do believe that's just a single serving. Yes, sir. Now, using the oak that I've gotten, I can turn this into tannin. And there's quite a bit of the oak that must be used. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. So that's going to take a little bit, that's for sure. Oakley dokley. I'm going to want to increase the amount of barrels that I have over time as well. Because pretty much all of them are being used for something at this point. And some of that something is holding the woad blue. But I do have an increased amount of fat, which means that I may just be able to create the first set of large gears. And I need to see if I've got cogs around. I do. That's an angled gear, which is perfectly doable with what I have now. For awesome. And I just need like one more of these to start hooking up stuff. And hello. And I only stack up to 8, really? Okay. Alright. Guess that's just the way it is. Where is the chisel? So I've got a hammer. It's right there. There it is. Chisel. And then, because it's hammer, saw, chisel, then sticks. Gets me another angled gear. And then I need to make a large gear. Large gear. Which is boards of any sort. Saw. Hammer? Did the hammer break? Hold up. Or did I just put it in there? I just put it in there. Okay. Then we need the sticks there. Resin there. I don't need the fat. Then planks. Maybe I can go ahead and mix it. Cannot mix it. I really hate that. A lot, actually. Because I think I need 4 of these. Yes, I need 4 of those. I think I'm actually at the point where that saw is nearly broke. And put that back in there. And I'm going to go ahead and do this. And then I take this and do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops. And then I take an axle. Yeah. And I'll actually need 2 of these, but that's okay. For now, the thing can spin a little slowly. I may need... No, that might be right. That is correct. There we go. So now that's all connected, and all I'll need to do is go ahead and put... oh dear. Oh my. That covers up the way I get up here. Huh. Well, ain't that a situation? Well now. I'll have to go ahead and move these to the outside then. I don't know why I started from down here. That was dumb of me. I shouldn't have started from down there. So I'll just go ahead and move these to the outside. And I'll go get the rest of my ladders. So I can go ahead and put those down, then come down from the top and just candy cane my ankles a little. Alright, put this back up here. Eesh. Controls can be a little finicky sometimes. And then I'll go back in there, climb back up, and then by putting down a couple ladders, then break them down again. Or, you know, I may just go ahead and seal off the top. And it'll be a situation where if you want to get to the very top to work on the windmill blades, you have to go in. You have to go up there through the outside, but, you know, just doing some stuff down in here. That's fine. I don't have a chunk of wood on me to go ahead and do it, but who cares? It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I am going to use these boards to make ladders. I know some people frown upon it, but I have a lot of boards. I don't have a lot of sticks. Yeah, it's just that. I'll just make half a stack's worth. Now I'm just waiting for the flax to come in, honestly, so I can make those windmill sails. Yeah, because that's 4 chunks of it a piece, and I have only enough for make 1 sails. I think, if I can find my flax. Should be in here. No, like 16 of them, I swear. Yeah, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 4 sails. So I've got enough to do 1 windmill. Which, that's fine. It'll get the quern going. Won't get it going very quickly, but it will get it going. The very real reality is I'd much rather have the quern going so I can just throw a stack of grain in there and then let it go into bread. Or into flour, and then it'll turn into bread. And from that, that'll be good. Now, it was a bit rainy out there. That's okay, because I've got that going. And the only thing that'll be left is to go ahead and make basically another large gear. Unfortunately, I'll need to make a saw for that, another saw. Because mine's nearly kaput. But that's okay. I can go do that right now. So let's see here. I will be making a saw. Oh wow, that actually turned into bismuth bronze. I always thought that was a lost cause there. Though I will also, because I think, didn't I put on some charcoal? Oh, I did put on some charcoal. Yes, and now it has turned into charcoal. Yes. Make sure I go ahead and leave all of these over here. That way, this never is without its dirt required to cover it back up. And later on, I can go ahead and make a big old pit kiln that's an actual dedicated max size pit kiln with like kiln doors and all that jazz. This one didn't make much in the way of charcoal, but that's okay. Bit less than last time. Last time was something like 50 some. But it's alright. Having charcoal is better than having no coal. You know what? I can go ahead and do it so I make another plate, and that way it'll be, I'll go ahead and make the, I'll make the, saw, and then I'll make the large plate. And I'm probably going to need to make a hammer, come to think of it. I'm going to turn that back into reeds. It's pretty much taking up an inventory space. Otherwise, I got plenty of reeds around, so I might go ahead and do a couple of harvests of those too. Just go ahead and have them before winter. I need a stick, I need a stick, I need a stick, I need a stick. There's a stick. There's a stick. There's a hammer. There's an extra hammer. Just in case for when that one inevitably breaks while I'm in the middle of making stuff. Just making sure I don't have an extra hammer around here. I've been known to do that. What is that? Oh, that's the potash. It'll be nice for when I make some terra preta. Alright, get that going on my offhand. And I'll go ahead and get the saw working. Looking for the saw blade. The saw blade, I'm looking for it. I can't find, there it is. I think I may actually want to make a quick bronze hammerhead. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to last with a hell hammer. Even if I do want to make it out of iron, just so I can get straight, go ahead and be able to do steel. Plates, plates, yes. Hit, hit, hit. Smack, smackaroo, smack, 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 smack. Yes, sir, turning this into metal works. Turning it into things that I need. Gonna turn it into a mining bag because those are really useful. Yeah, there it goes. It's always when you're making a plate. Did I ever pick up the saw blade from the water? Nope, but there it is. Yes. Good quality plates. Very important. And a good quality bronze saw, which would be nice to have. So, problem is, I don't think I can turn these into back into linen sacks, which doesn't make sense because theoretically you just cut the twine at the top and it'll turn back into a linen. But nope. I guess that's just not the case. So I won't be able to make a mining sack for quite some time, because that requires me to go ahead and do linen and flax twine. But now I have the plates for it, so I don't have to worry. Or at least, presumably, I can use those as plates. Now, I will want to go ahead and empty this out. And looking at it, if I could get some more sphalerite, that'd be nice. Yeah. I'm pretty much perfectly balanced. I just need to get a little bit of... I mean, honestly, I'm going to need sphalerite for brass, too. Because I'm going to need to make brass fixtures for a lot of stuff for firearms and stuff. Which will be great. I mean, if I can skip crossbows entirely and go straight to firearms, that'd be great. But I haven't found any sulfur, so I'll probably still be doing crossbows. That's just the way it is. So, I mean, if I can make something like a windlass crossbow, then that would be good, but I don't think that I can because that requires steel. And honestly, if I've gotten to the point where I've gotten up to steel and I haven't found any sulfur at all, I mean, that's a me problem. Alright, throw that back in there. Pop that off my hotbar, put that there, put that there, put that in there. And looking at it, I'll turn that into firewood. I don't think I have an axe on me. I do not. No, in here. And I'll go ahead and top off my wood pile in here. There we go. And out here. And what other kind of meats have I got? I can go ahead and truss that up. That'll become a singular trussed red meat, which is perfectly fine. Actually, that works great. I'll turn the rest of this into... we'll turn it into red meat jerky. Which, it's very nice to have. Very nice to have. And... 1, 2, 3, 4. Boy. Oh, no, that's still going. I thought that was done. That's my bee. Oh, that's cured. Go ahead and combine that. Always a good idea to go ahead and give it a little bit of extra food that you can just tuck into at any time. And I'll probably want to actually craft some food too. So this may involve me either utilizing up this jerky, not in the form of creation of food, but just using it to eat it, or using up a bit of this red meat, because it doesn't last forever. And I don't know if I've ever marked halite on my... I'm going to delete that. I don't know if I've ever marked halite down on my map. Normally I do. That's my go here for digging. Actually, I think that has halite down there, doesn't it? I think we mentioned something about it being halite and stuff. Which, halite's going to be very important. Making salt. In fact, I'm going to want to go probably just grab some halite, in all honesty. I can smash it up with a hammer. Turn it into stuff. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go do halite. I'm probably also going to want to explore a few of the caves out in the chalk area and see if there's any brown coal, any sulfur, anything like that. And that'll just because, you know, I do need it. And this pretty much goes instantly into granite, so nothing really useful there. And the thing is, that chert biome is going to be really nice because it's, I mean, let's be honest, it's full of chert. Chert, that's the same type of rock that chalk and limestone is. Because it's the same type of rock that chalk and limestone is, it can have brown coal and other useful things inside of it, such as sulfur. There might be sulfur in that there chert biome. Just as much as there might be sulfur in this chalk biome. But I wouldn't know. Because I'm dumb and I don't look too close at things. Oop. Gotta go this way. Alright, where's the hole that I made? That's not the hole. I made a hole around here somewhere. Where's the hole? Where's the hole that I made? Is this the hole? Oh, that looks like the hole. It certainly is a hole. Oh boy. Oh dear. Oh, oh boy. Oh jeez. Oh, this might be the really bad hole. It's going pretty deep. Gee. Oh. Oh dear. Oh. This is the one with the halite though. Go away. I don't like you. I really don't like you. Could you kindly go away? Please. I mean, that or just stay there, you know, like stuck. That's really nice when you just stay stuck there. Okay, cool. I really don't like you. You're just the worst. Because you actually really hurt. And you can, like, get me in the tighter corners of the areas. My bro got a little confused there while I was poking him in the face. He's like, what is this? What is this tickling? What is going on? Stop tickling me. You're only tickling me. Discontinue your tickling. Now, since I got this big old chunk of halite here that I can just tuck into, I think that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Yeah, that's nice. Me likey. I really like this. I really like being in this halite right here. Feels really good. Feels real good to be in this halite. I want to see how far up it goes. I'm gonna follow this up. Oh boy. That's going pretty far. Something got a little, took a little ouchie back there. Serves it right. There we go. I finally reached this edge of it. Let's go ahead and go up this way. Turn back around and keep going up. With this, I'll finally be able to salt the meat. Once I can salt the meat, that smoked meat will turn into salted smoked meat, which will last for years. Or, in essence, I'll be making beef jerky. Just like Pappy used to make. But, wow, oh boy. This is big. I'm never gonna run out of salt. Now am I? I guess I could do with a bit of a munch. Well, that was a hefty meal right there. Darn near filled me up. I was almost not hungry enough to eat that. That's what that prime meat does. Really makes it hefty. Boy, this halite it's going a long ways up. I'm here until I reach the top or until I fill up what inventory space that I have. So, you know. Oh, here's the top. It goes all the way up until we reach the chalk layer. So, yeah. Alright. Well, there's nothing really else in this cave to explore. Now I want to see how far down it goes. So, I'll just go back over here. Stop until I'm like, you know, one there. So that way I don't have to potentially deal with things jumping up in here and trying to murder me. And then I'll just start going down. Well, I could have just... Well, no, I couldn't have because... Oh, would you look at that? Ain't that just a nice little thing to find? Bit of a tricky situation to be in, though. On account of the fact that I'm going to need to dig this out and dig that out. And readjust the whole stairway up that way if I ever want to go up there again. That's a real shame. Now I'm going down. Oh, don't mind if I do. More of that I get. Oh, the better off I'll be in the long run. So that'll turn into more potash. And everybody loves that stuff. I'm doing okay. I'm getting salt and I'm getting some stuff to turn into valuable resource. Yes, I hear angry creatures. The problem is I don't really care. Okay, I care a little bit. That's actually problematic. You know what I think those clicks are from the spider things? I think that's echolocation. I think they're echolocating their way through the world, and that is significantly more disturbing than you'd think. That means that those things are adapted for the water. And yet they do so well on the surface, you can only imagine what they're doing in the water then. That's terrifying. Now just keep going down. There's the edge again. I'll dig that way this time. I'm gonna keep going until I reach the bottom where my inventory's full. Never know. Probably gonna be inventory full. Because I've only got, you know, about a stack more of space left. Oh, I'm starting to go a little crazy. The music's getting out there. Seems like you're going crazy. Just leave those flax fibers down there. On. Stay down there a little longer. It's just a bit of insanity. Pop out this way and that'll be fine. Oh, you're not a fun person to be around. The worst kind of person to be around. You're the kind of person that wants to hurt everybody. See? Youch. Oh, he's dead. There goes that spear. There we go. Come on, temporal gear. Dang it. Come on, temporal gear. Dang it. I know I'm going a little crazy, but it'll be worth it if I just go grab that flax that's down there. There we go. It's always worth it to grab a little bit of extra flax. It'll make your life a little easier in the long run. Even if you're going crazy, that extra flax can save your life. You never know. Wait a minute. No, this was to the iron. Which means that just over here should be, yeah, the way out. AKA the way that I want to go. I want to get away from these crazy musics. I'm not crazy. I swear. Finally. Ugh. I got a decent chunk of... Well, I'll be honest, got a decent chunk of salt. I can turn that into table salt. Table salt. I can get it turned into kosher salt. And that kosher salt will salt my smoked meats. Everybody likes salty smoked meat. Wait a minute. No fish on the line. No. I think I can hit this with a hammer. Oh, that does not bode well. Oh. Oh, no. So it'll have to be ground in the quern. The super slow quern. Has only got the little dinky sails up there. And a single large gear. Because I didn't have enough money for another gear. Because I'm a poor boy. Tannin. ready? No, it's not. I am going to go ahead and turn it into strong tannin right off the bat, even though I know it won't be very useful because I've got just, you know, that little bit of weak tannin over there, which will handle the hides that are in there. I mean, the rift activity's calm, but it's alright. If I have a quick little nappy poo. There we go. Oh, I overslept. Wasn't paying attention. I was just messing around and I overslept. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I might go ahead and nap myself out a hoe. Alternatively, instead of napping out a hoe out of some material, I can make a bronze one. Oh, it's spinning so slow. It's spinning so slow. Oh, it's because it's in the breeze territory, so it's spinning very, very slowly. What's that? In 5 days, I'll get a comb. What about you? Oh, honey pot is full. That's more honey for me. Well, it's very full considering that I normally get 3 of those. I only got 2 this time. Fibber. Obviously, I'm going to need a barrel just to store honey. That's okay. This is fine. Oh, yeah, I do want to use the iron arrows. Alright, so... Oh, you can't have anything in your hand. Hold, longbow? There we go. Oh, God. Oh, gee. Oh, my. Okay, so that's how Combat Overhaul does it. Right. I can't say that I hate it. You know, there's a little bit of stability here, and you can kind of move around with it. But it looks like there's also a bit of kind of like, you know, a yellow fatigue bar that comes up. Oh, I'm going to have to go up there to get at that. There we go. But I don't mind that, actually. That's pretty good. I can work with that. Because I pretty much only use bows for hunting anyways. Which, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like... If there were throwing knives, if there were more throwing weapons, I would like that more. Because throwing weapons are good combat weapons in this game. But... If you want a hunting weapon, you're going to need something with range and power. Not necessarily rapid reload speeds. So, hence is why I went with the longbow, because it's damage tier 4 with a damage multiplier of 1.8, which is halfway decent. So you're basically getting... what, around 9 damage out of these iron arrows? Which isn't bad. You know, I can work with that. It's not as good as a crossbow, you know, if you look at the crossbow. I think it's just one word. Yeah, crossbow. And you look at, say, the windlass crossbow. Damage multiplier of 4.3. And, you know, and then you look at the, like, an iron bolt will have similar damage. So, bolt... You know? Oh, it has 7, so it's like a bunch of damage, you know. It's like 36.5? I think. Well, no, I think it would be... Because it's a 5.3 multiplier. Well, So be then it's going to be 7 times 0.3 be 21, so 2.1, then you'd have 35, so 37.1. That's a lot of damage. I mean, it's not as good as, say, you know, the old musket there with a damage multiplier of 1.63. You know, plus the, yeah, there we go, slug. With a damage of 38, which will net you around 50 some, I think. It's not quite as much. It's basically, yeah, so it'd be like 50 some, I think, because it'd be 40, 56, which is enough to go ahead and kill most things in one shot. It's enough to kill anything on the surface with one shot, that's for sure. And I think it's enough to kill deep items with one shot, that's for sure. It should even kill tainted things, specifically the Bowtorn, in one shot, which is what I'm most interested in, because Bowtorn are bad. And from here, we need to go ahead and focus on what we're going to do. I think it's time to expand the house a little bit, move that charcoal pit, and build essentially the kind of clay former's hut over here. I think that's what it's time to do. And that clay former's hut, I want to actually make out of wood. You know, like, or because like the clay former will be like the clay former and burner's hut. You know, go ahead and you'll make things out of clay over there, and then you'll go ahead and fire them in the pit kilns, and then later on into the beehive kiln. And then from there, it'll also do the charcoal. Because I'm not going to be making many more things out of clay, but there will be a couple of things over time that I'll need to make out of clay, such as, you know, pots. Crocks, to be exact. But I've got plenty of oak. I've got some walnut planks for accents. So, should look pretty good. It should look pretty good. I can use the walnut planks to accent some windows, stuff like that. And, you know, if push comes to shove, I can break these back down into their plank counterpart and turn it into slabs and use it for really thin accenting. You know, just putting on like a little bit of a layer onto a window or something. Now, where exactly do I want this? I'm not sure if I kind of want it over there or if I want it over there. So that's going to be... And I kind of want to set aside some area right there for the barn. So I guess I can put it right there. That wouldn't be a bad idea. And because like the fisher's hut is going to be over there. So yeah, I'll go ahead and make it right here. And I will have it be... Plunk all these up. Don't do me any good sitting right here, and they're just in my way. I will go ahead and have it be... So it'll be, the entrance will be that way, is what I think. And this will kind of be that, and what I'm going to do is later on I'll come through here and pack this in with dirt over here and make this all level up to here. Essentially, up to a certain point. And like, I think that's going to be as far as it's going to go. So it'll probably be like kind of like a house sort of thing that has a stairway leading up to the pit kiln area. And then later on, you'll dig this back out so it's kind of down there-ish. And then it'll turn into like a beehive kiln area. That's what I'm thinking. So I'll have it kind of go out to here, you know. And I won't put the fence up until I've got everything sort of the maximum way it can be, and it'll be a dry stone fence. But that I think will be the length, the length and the width. I am thinking maybe first off, let's go and pick that back up. We'll just have to take the cost. Take the cost. Yeah, I do think I want it to be a bit longer than it is wide, but I don't know by how much. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. I don't know if I want to do 2 wide or 1 wide. It looks like it's going to be 1 wide. That's fine. This really sounds like I'm walking on metal, I'm not going to lie. Let's see, so the sun rises... okay, that's north. So sunrise is that way, sunset's that way. So I'll want to have a window back here. So I'll make it a 3 wide window. Yeah. And then I'll chisel this out to have windows here. And I'll accent it with some walnut. This will be 3 high here, but only 2 high there. I'm gonna make this I don't know if I want to have it be wood, but I don't want clay shingles either. Well, I should probably make it out of clay shingles because this is the clay former's hut, you know, so it's got to be clay shingles because that's what they would do. And they would make it out of brick, but this is like, oh, it's a level 1 clay former's hut. So later on we can turn it into brick, but until then, this will be just fine. Alright, I am going to saw these back into planks. Turn them into slabs. And I'll use slabs as a way to accent everything. And then I will make an oak solid door here. Because they're cheap and they look alright. A walnut door may have looked better, you know, but I am willing to go ahead and deal with some things that are not normally done. So what I'm thinking is, oops. It's not really what I wanted here. Oh boy. I mean, because what I would want is basically, yeah, but not that. That's quite annoying. It's not really going to go the way that I want it to go. I would have to go ahead and make a chiseled block. I'm going to do that because what I want is to go ahead and have it be... I mean, I could probably go ahead and do this. No, I don't want it to be a path. Okay. We'll go ahead and do that. And I do walnut on top of that. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It's gotta be 2 of the same blocks? Who designed this game? Hmm? Who done it? Certainly wasn't me! Oh well. I suppose what I can do is just get my chisel out and then slap the block on there just using the chisel. Just turn it into a chiseled block and then slap the slab on there. Get you there. Chisel, 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 chisel. In the offhand. There you go. I don't know that I want to do exactly what I'm doing here, and that's the problem. Give me the large one. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. You know? Like, I don't know if that's too thick. So it's in this limbo situation. I'm definitely going to replace the bottom with some form of stone, though. Definitely going to want to do that. Because, you know, I mean, like, the big thing is... Because I don't want this to be dirt. At all, period. So what I am thinking is... Because I'm making my walnuts last a while by turning it into slabs, that's really annoying. I really hate how it does that. So it'll only go vertical. You can't place slabs horizontally when it's not like, you know, it's like if it's on the ground, it'll go ahead and turn into a vertical one. But if it's off the ground, it'll turn into a horizontal one. I don't like that. That is very bad, actually. Like, having to have a wrench to do that, that's very bad in order to place it on the ground. Yeah, that's quite bad. And there goes my saw. Luckily, I've got a bronze saw blade in here that I can use. Alright, so what I'm thinking about doing here is I'm going to kind of come in here, and there will be kind of a path, essentially, because I need to go up here. And I will, because this is going to be the top, so I'm going to come out this way, and that will be, you know, level right there. Yep. And that'll be level with the top, because the wall is going to extend out from there. And, whoops. Boy, that's a verbose chat about how I broke his ankles. He's going, "How dare you break my ankles? Stop!" So, let's see here, because that's going to be the floor there. So I don't know if I want to do, because that's got to be the top, then that. Oh, God, no. Top, then that. Oh... That's really annoying. Oh, that's so annoying. Because I can't make a wrench right now. Well, I mean, I can, but I don't want to. So I can use some soil to make it not do that, I guess. Oh, that's really, 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 really annoying. To have to fiddle around with that block so much. Oh. Oops. Give me that. He's like, I just want it to go across. There we go. And yeah. So what I will do is place these down along the bottom, where I kind of want there to be these planks here, or the walnut planks basically, and then kind of make a little there we go. I'll make it a little, I swear they're just so finicky. Make a little square here, kind of accompanies that, and then that'll go ahead and go out that way, essentially, by one block. Or I might as well go ahead and have it do that and just be, like, completely symmetrical, more or less. You know, maybe I'll go ahead and have it come out there, too. And then the rest of this can absolutely be oak, because I don't really care. Yep. Yep. Shame you can't just stack those on top of each other and turn them into oak plank blocks. And like that won't stack on top of each other without being chiseled into the block. I don't know why. Okay. You know what? No, I kind of like that. Yeah, I kind of like that. Gotta hydrate. Always remember, be hydrating with water. Oop, there we go. Must have missed that one when I was right-clicking around. Yeah, why not? See, it's doing the thing again. Why does it do that? There is no reason for that to happen. There it goes again. Like, it's so finicky. It's so finicky. There's no reason for it to be so finicky. There, it's finicky again. And that time it went down perfectly. Like, there's just no reason. There is just no reason. Ugh. Finally. Good lord. There's no reason for it, man. Oh. I'm gonna go grab another stack of oak planks and that'll allow me to finish that. I find it really amusing that it's raining over there and then it's completely dry over there. Right over here, rain. Right over there, dry. Oh, I don't think that there's anything underneath that block, and I do want there to be, so I'm going to go over here. And I will carve my way to it from the outside. And then, dirt. There we go. And for these, I do want to go ahead and trim off half of this block. And yeah, that'll do. So I can go ahead and have it be half again this, essentially, by doing this. Oh, this is the top of the block. Right. But yeah, the idea is... No, that'd be half that. So the idea is that I can do this, essentially, and as I go on, more or less, you know, like that'll go up, and then it'll be just kind of like this little area where I have these kind of the banister. I think that's what it's called, and I reckon I will go ahead and make it out of walnut, because why not? Why not make it out of walnut? There's no reason why not to. I'll do whatever I want. And a single slab should be able to do it, all things considered. Back into this. I mean, even that might be too much. So I'll go ahead and have this be up here and then trim off the rest of this here. Yeah, 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 yeah. And here we go. I mean, because the big thing that we're looking for here, that I'm looking for, is just basically making it so that, yeah, you can't do that. So, yeah. Oops. We're going to do that. Will that allow me to get... Yeah, okay. So we'll go ahead and put... Oh, no. Yep. And then I just go ahead and... it's too small. Do this, and if I go ahead and run into that now... Yeah, it looks like that's correct. So if I take that off and I keep going... I think I got that up there from another block. So do this. Yeah, and that seems to be correct. Alright, so... Yep. Okay, so basically, like, that's the minimum it's going to have to be. After that, I think I can just go ahead and take that down to its minimum. And then smack a couple of these guys on here. I don't know that I'm going to need that one, so I'll pull it off for now. Because I don't want it to come too far out. Whoops. There we go. And... yeah, as I think even that's a bit far. Yeah. And then for the top, I'm probably going to input a wooden slab, an oak slab for the top, because that'll look nice and contrasting. It's nice to have some contrasting colors when you're doing things. It's very two-tone right now, but that's okay. But before I do that, no, actually, I'm going to want to do that first. Okay. Let me go make a saw out of that saw blade, and I'll go ahead and chunk down the wooden plates that I have. There we go. I think it goes like that, like this, like that. Okay. Then I'll go ahead and chunk down these wooden planks and then turn them into wooden slabs. And I can take these slabs and I can just go ahead and add them to the block that I'm working on. And because I'm going to add, I think, at least, I'm going to want to add this much on top of it. That's not the right one. Good grief. That's annoying. Whoa, that is the top of it. And I don't think it'll come out that way either, because that's the top of the block. Oh man. I'm basically wasting an entire other block here, but I mean, it's not a waste if it looks pretty. Yes. Definitely won't need that. Definitely won't need all that. I am going to need to leave that there because that's the entire other block. So what I'll have to do is chisel it out like this kind of thing. And then press F on that. Add this. Put that in there. And I'm thinking we go ahead and do that. And maybe like that. Yes. I'm quite liking that. Oops. Probably I'm gonna need to, yeah, I'm gonna need to do that. There we go. And then honestly, I am thinking that I just go ahead and right click right on top of there until I get up to here. Dig that out, then right click like that. I don't know. I don't like that. Yeah, I do like that. Itty bitty step there. Then add an oak block to here. Uh-huh. Yes. That's the top. But I do want to carry on with that pattern. Oh, that's always annoying. Okay. I might as well just start with an oak block. What do you mean another block is in the way? What? Is this actually the whole... Okay. So... like this? It is like that. Okay. Then chunk chunk, click click, click click, chunk chunk, click click. Nope, that's a different block. Boop. There we go. Chunk chunk, click click. And then yes, chunk that out. Add this bad boy. Oh, that's the top of a block. So I will have to go ahead and put down a block there. Alright, I figured that was going to happen at some point. Now... yeah. And because this will just go straight into the... thing there, and then we'll have a door here, and the ceiling that's gonna be a bit annoying to do. I mean, it's because it's gonna be like this way, so the ceiling might be interrupted here, and I'll have to go ahead and fiddle around with it. And for out here, I'm gonna kind of do this where I have this be oak. Yeah, give it that contrast, that detail. And from here, because I want there to be sort of a so there'll be a raised bit on the bottom there, and that I may just leave solid, and I'll go ahead and have it be kind of like GG. No, I'm gonna need to go with this side then. 1 pixel walnut. That way. This, I have to go all the way up from the bottom? Oh, goodness gracious, I don't like that. No, sir. Who designed this system? Certainly wasn't me. So I'm gonna have to actually chisel it out. Oh, starting from the top here. Yeah. And then I've got this little kind of opening here. But what I may do is not make it like that, but instead have it be... Well, we'll see how it looks after it's done. If I don't like it, I will just go ahead and put it back a different way. So I do want there to kind of be... Whoops. I want there to kind of be like that. Like, you know, it's got a layer of walnut, then a layer of oak. I do believe... Yeah, that's going to be the same height as that. So, press G. Way down, I think that's going to be the same, but it's going to be the last one that I do that with. Then we can go all the way up to there. But we're going to want to carve that out bit by manually. Yes. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. I'm sure that's fine. And I will go ahead and set the bottom up from down here. Because it'll be there and there. Just like that. Yes. Yes? No. Yeah, that'll do. Up this goes. I think I want to leave it like that. That's pretty good, all things considered. Nope. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, good. But this one, I don't know that I want to leave it like that. Oh, thunderstorm. Neat. I don't know. Oh, because it's just such a big difference. Yeah, I'm sure that'll be fine. Then switch back to these bad boys. Chunk it down, chunk it down. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's not too bad. Yeah. Me like it. Me like it. Turn these back into regular old plonks. So the idea is that that's going to kind of come up like that. And, yeah. So that'll be the roof is what it'll be. Oop, I'm out. Oops. And the big thing is that because that'll be, you know, 2 blocks there, what I can do is kind of set up a little, there we go, little platform up here. Oops. To go ahead and have that be a little attic space, essentially. Like, it won't be much of an attic space. It'll only come up to about here. And, like, over here is where the clay forming will be done. It'll be, like, clay forming. You got a little storage space. Scary little bit of lightning. I mean, this might just get taken down entirely. Because I'll have to put this back up. There we go. And the idea is that I'll go ahead and do this. And, you know, I may even, because I can't walk under that at all, even if I crouch. Oh, I can walk under that if I crouch. Never mind. Thought I couldn't. Okay, but I may still go ahead and take some of this off is what I think I'm going to do. I'll go ahead and do that. I'll go ahead and do that. And then I'll just kind of... It's like I really don't want to be kind of constrained as much there. So... Can I go this far and still be able to walk? Yeah. So we'll have to take it off quite a bit, and it'll be quite thin looking, but that's okay. That's okay. I kind of want it to be something that I don't get restrained by walking under. No, that's not going to look very good no matter what I do. Because that's coming right out there, right out on the top there. So I can maybe go ahead and thin it out here. And have it be able to walk under there. Otherwise, I don't know. Because what I'll do is I'll turn underneath these stairs, I'll turn it into a sort of small storage area. Not too big, not too noticeable. It's a little itty bitty storage area. And I think that's the final. And I ain't going to sit here. I'm going to wait until I have the planer to go ahead and take that back. But yeah, because there's no way whatsoever I'm going to be able to get underneath that. And what I could even do, if I wanted to, is custom chisel some stairs to make this make a little basement for this place. But this will have to be taken down because I'm going to turn that into a little attic area. So I'll go ahead and remove this. Boop, boop, boop. And then boop, boop. Yeah. It does destroy the block, but I'm okay with that. But I will go ahead and replace... I'm out. Okay, well that's fine. I'll probably place an oak block down up here. And then just turn it into the end block for that. Have that kind of come out one more little block there to look like it's a post that goes in and gets into the block. And then this will be kind of a little attic sleeping area here. Put a little straw mat up there. If I can. You know, that may not be an option. Or there may be other options available, I don't know. But for right now, I mean, honestly, I should probably just go ahead and turn this into, rather than doing anything special, or putting these down as is, I should turn it into, there we go. There is the packed earth. Because the last thing that you want is for your kiln area to be growing grass. Because that grass will burn. And when that grass burns, you're going to have a bad time. So, let's see here. Assuming that I need to be, 2 blocks away from the actual building. And, no, I'm not. Yeah, I'm going to leave that as is. Because later on that will turn into stone wall, so there won't be able to be grass growing there anyways. So this is going to be as far as it can go. And that's going to be the outer block, so we can do that. Nope. So this, then that would be open. That would be closed. Dig that up. Put that down. Dig that up. Put that down. Dig that up. Put that down. Dig that up. Dig that up. Put that down. And dig all this up. And just go dig the rest of this up right now because we're going to go ahead and make a nice little flat boxy area. Honestly, I might as well take that cauldron mold over to the actual area over there because I am going to want to make a cauldron. Cauldron will involve turning fruit juices into fruit syrups, and fruit syrups let you collect fruit nutrition over the old winter without having to worry about their spoilage, which is nice. Everybody likes that. Everybody enjoys a good spoil-free situation to be in. Yes, sirree. Because that's the center. There we go. That'll be the edge, which will require low fertility. Yes. And boom. Yes. Yes. Right. Yes. That'll be the edge. Yeah. So go ahead and put low fertility. Yeah. That way I got a little bit of a path here to walk by. That's perfect. Oop. I can just put that down. Perfect. And later on, what I will do is I'll have this kind of turn into a stone wall, essentially. So that it looks like it's a retaining wall. Yeah. Yeah, that would look pretty good, actually. Yeah, I like that. So you can have that stone wall there and a stone wall over there. It would look pretty good. So for now, what I'm going to do is have this be a situation where it's like, 4 pit kilns. Fully constructed pit kilns. With the idea being, I want a little area to walk over here too. And then we'll go ahead and leave one space there. Boop, 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 boop. Leave a space back here to walk. Doo 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 doo. I'll just go ahead and kind of cheat a little bit here. I only cheat just a little bit because sometimes that's okay. And boop, boop. And then I'll go ahead and frame it. There we go. And there we go. That's the pit kiln area. This hasn't got very many pit kilns, but that's honestly okay, because we shouldn't need to do too much more work with that, honestly. Yeah. This is a nice little area up here. It looks like, it's been packed down to keep things from growing. Now, in order to make a, let's see, dry stone, okay. A fence. Right. What color do I want it to be? Because chalk isn't an option, and I don't know that I want shale. Oh, well, there is the suavite option. That does look quite nice, but I might want to just make it out of granite. But pink marble. I've never seen marble for, like, any time in this game. Ever. Not once. Okie dokie. So, yeah, it's going to want to be granite. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I was thinking. That's what it's going to be. And I do believe it is just that. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and root around my chest. If I have some granite stones, I'll go ahead and use those up. Granite stones, are you in here? Yes, you're granite. So how many? I'm not going to get very many out of this, am I? No. No, and I don't think I have any more. No, it looks like I am completely out of them. wonder if I can make an obsidian. No, I can't. That's a shame. That's one level of dark-looking fence that I would have actually accepted. Because then it looks sufficiently sinister. Sufficiently sinister. But no, this isn't going to be enough. It's not going to be anywhere near enough, I can already tell. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm definitely going to want to keep it as this granite dry stone here. Definitely. But I will have to basically dig a chunk out of something. And, what is that? What is that? Is that flint up there? A flint and chalk? Yeah. Well, I don't need flint and chalk. I need granite now. Luckily, beneath my feet, if I go far enough beneath the old feet, there is granite. However, oh wow, there's actually a bit of ruins over here. I didn't realize that. Rather than doing that, I'm just going to go to the granite biome. I'm going to go far away, dig a hole, and pick up these rocks. Excuse me, what is that it's not? Oh, that's loose flint. Okay, see, that's how difficult it is to tell, you know, what's loose flint and what isn't. Oh, there's this hole right here that I can just go into. Dig around here. I'll do. Something's down here that just got hurt. Sounded like a boat horn. So long as it's not shooting at me, I don't care. I'm going to dig up this cracked granite because it's super easy to get a hold of. Because I just need to make some dry stone fences here. I don't need to do anything else with it. I'm not using blocks or anything like that. But I probably will later on make some swave. Like, I'll quarry out that swavite and I'll turn it into some neat little brick blocks. Because that swavite does look very, very cool. And I want to use it. That'll be another 10, which I know is like one side, essentially. So every stack of granite that I get is one side of my pit kiln area. So I'll get another couple stacks worth of this. So, you know, 30 total fences. Go ahead and put them up. Because we don't just want random people wandering into an area where there's going to be a lot of active fires, right? You know, lore-wise, you'd put up a fence around that. You know, and like kids would jump over the fence, and you'd be like, "Hey, get away from those fires, you darn kids! You're gonna get yourself burnt, and nobody likes when that happens." And they'll be like, "Oh, quiet down, man. We'll do what we want. We're totally invincible. Ha ha ha." And then they'll get burned, like really badly, but like their mothers will be like, "Well, you didn't listen to the clay farmer, and you know he's got those fences up, and we all agreed that was going to be enough, and you know you didn't listen to him because you jumped over him, and now you got hurt. So I'm not going to kiss your boo boo better." And then later on, the child dies of like, you know, super bad skin poisoning or something like that. He had too much skin, or at least that would be the diagnosis. This will be enough to make more than enough. Yeah. Alright, well, I don't want to deal with anything else that's down here, and I heard something shoot at me, so I'm just going to leave. It just left. And that'll be enough to go ahead and put up the walls around the pit kiln. Zzz. Pit kiln. Zzz. Man, I have been itchy all day. It's because I took a shower. Like a hot shower, and dried out my skin, and I forgot to put the lotion on. I guess I got the hose again. It's a bit of a reference. I may actually just eat these outright. I have not been eating very much fruit, So I may eat these outright. Let's get some fruit in me. Fruits. And I think I got a bit of a fruit mixed fruit bowl from the store in the fridge. I'm gonna have some of that as well once I'm done streaming. You know, I made one stack, really too many of these. Huh. Well, I should have figured that was going to be the case. I always do dumb, stupid stuff like that. I don't even know what else I'm going to use these for. Alright, the fisherman's hut, I think I want it to be... Yeah, I think I want it to be Waddle and Daub, honestly. And I'm going to want it to be... Probably going to want it to be not blue, but... Oh, fish. What other fishes have we got in there? Oh, these are all very good fish. Hang on, I gotta go empty my inventory. Oh, these are all fish that are worth consuming. These are eaten fish. What other fish have we got here? There's a catfish. Oh no, that's a pike. That's also a pike. It's still worth eating. Yeah. That's a good amount of fish right there. Combine that with some meats. It'll be good for you. This should definitely be done by now. There we go. Some bushmeat done. Oh, goodness gracious. See, I haven't been staying on top of this, and these might begin to spoil before I'm able to do anything with it. I think it takes like 24 hours to do. So I may need to make another couple of smokers. I think it is... Yeah, it's 3 cobblestone. Oh, and you can't mix and match. Oh, that's annoying. That's really annoying. Oh, man. Oh, that's annoying. Why is everything so annoying? I haven't even gotten that going. It's annoying because I'm a dingus who keeps forgetting to do things. It carried away chiseling something. Forget to do something. Okay, so I will need to go ahead and get some cobblestone. And, oh, boy. I don't think that's going to have any cobblestone. I mean, yeah, it will, okay. Alright. There we go. I'll go ahead and dig around this and just turn this into what I need, basically. It's not a bad idea. It'll help clear out this little bit of ruin here. And get me what I need. Alright, I think that's it. I think that was all that was here. And... Can I turn those back in? I cannot. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. I do have some extra shale, I believe, still in my area. Shale steps. That's slate. That is slate. That is not shale. I swear I had a little extra shale. I did not, which is a crying shame. Oh well. That'll be enough for 3 more smokehouses, and I've got plenty of planks. Because I'm going to need 3 more smokehouses. Because I'm a dum-dum, and I forgot to keep watch over the things that I should have been doing. Alright, don't want the wood pile catching on fire, so we'll just go ahead and move it right under here. And then we'll get the rest of this trussed meat. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that will turn into smoked meats. Boy, that's just a thing to do. And later on, I'll go ahead and get more meats, more than likely, and just turn it into smoked trussed meats there. Not that I couldn't do it with some fish. I think I can do it with these. I don't know. I've never tried to truss these. 4 of that, or 8 of the other. Okay. So I would need 8 of them to truss up into a trussed fish to go ahead and turn it into smoked fish. And the likelihood of that happening is not very high. Despite, you know, like they're technically being this massive chunk of water connected to this. I think this is considered its own little chunk of water. But yeah. Oh well. Now let's see here. While I go ahead and hide under this little canopy. Got the smoked meat going. Got a windmill going. I think before we go ahead and sign off tonight, I'm going to make a hoe out of bronze. And I'll need another door. Another oak door here. Oops. The reason why I'll need the other oak door is just so I can run over there. Make the hoe out of bronze so that way we can pretty much go do the other stuff that I want to do tomorrow. And turn that into a thing to do. There we go. Got that door there. I'll have to clay form a bunch of shingles, and I'll make a clay shingle roof. I'll make it out of red shingles, and that'll look really good. And then I'll go ahead and just around the bottom here, turn that entirely into stone. Or maybe bricks. Maybe I'll make it bricks. Make it red bricks. Make it look like that because it's a clay former's hut, so maybe it should be red bricks. Maybe the whole thing around there should be red bricks. Might be. I think I might do that. But before I go do all that, I should still have my hammer on me. I do. Oh, don't put it there. Grab that. Whoops. Yep. And a bit of coal. And while I'm working it, I'll go ahead and fire up the that pot there. What'll probably happen is this will get up to temperature where it's melted or liquid again before that's done heating up. We'll just have to watch and look. That's 154, 159, 204. Yeah, so that'll probably, for any other reason than I just lit it first. Seven. Molten. There we go. Let it get up to 800 there. Just dump it all out into here. And how's that doing? Oh, that is well within a hammering area, so I'll need to make a hoe head, yeah. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, And looking at that, okay, good. That's not a weird kind of look there. I mean, surely that has to go too, but I'm going to go ahead and wait until I do this just in case. Yeah, it does have to go. Ooh, that's quite annoying. I mean, I understand, but oh, that's quite annoying. These back in here, that in there. Now this is a quality 2.7 hoe head. Mix that, we get a bismuth bronze hoe. Bismuth bronze hoe will allow me to go ahead and till a whole bunch of different kinds of blocks that have crops on top of them. And I'll be able to take this wondrous little situation right on over to here, just to prove the fact. And then we just go ahead and ta-da! Now I get some rye. Grown as if it was just a regular old crop. And all these farmlands that you see around, you think, oh, that's kind of gross. But here's the thing. They'll grow horsetail. So I'll just have random patches of horsetail around. If they don't grow horsetail, they'll just grow grass. So it doesn't matter anyways. Do the same thing. How much? I don't know how long. That's in the wrong thing, first off. And I should probably move that offal around and that fish. Yeah. We're going to have to get right on those the moment tomorrow starts. That's going to be a thing to do. So let's see here. Got the fish, got that. Yep. I think that's just about everything. Oh, rift activity is high. We best go ahead and do the outro inside. Yes, sir. I wonder if I go ahead and sit there. Will that? No, I don't think that's going to look right. Nope. I don't want to sit like that. I can sit on the... Nah, I want to go ahead and sit right on the edge here. Yeah. I think that'll look right. Yeah. Well, everyone, thanks for tuning in. Those that did tune in, those that wanted to watch. It was nice having this little Saturday stream with y'all, and I hope y'all have a wonderful time. And hopefully I can get the VOD out of this, because the last couple of VODs, they weren't there. They existed, but they weren't there. Anyways, y'all have a great day now.